Ever since the day she came out to her peers, Casey has said that she has been a target of bullying. Casey endured so much bullying and harassment that it forced her decision to end her own life. Luckily, her decision didn't go as planned, because today we have the opportunity to speak with her. Tell me about your experience with bullying.
I came out in 9th grade to my best friend, and a few weeks later I started getting inboxes on Facebook telling me that I was gay and that no one wanted to be friends with me anymore, and that was over a vacation. And then when I came back to school, my friends weren't friends with me anymore, and I started getting threats, and people started pushing me into lockers and taking the bus. I was getting punched a lot and tripped and a lot of things.
How did all this bullying and harassment make you feel?
I didn't care about the other kids. I just cared about my best friend. We used to be so close, and she just fed into everyone's worries and drama and saying that I wanted to get with her, and, which wasn't true. One day at lunch, I got my tray last, and I went to sit next to her, and she pushed me off the chair, and I fell on the floor. And she called me a faggot, so I stood up and I started walking away, and then a big crowd of people just surrounded us, yelling fight, and she hit me, and I knew our friendship was over. She said I lied to her when I slept over and we were just close. She said I wasn't honest with her, that if I was honest with her she wouldn't care as much, but I just didn't want things to be awkward, but I guess they were.
Were you able to talk to anyone about it?
No. I lost my best friend, and I didn't come out to my parents. So my whole school pretty much knew, but when I came home it was like everything at school was fine. Like nothing had changed. So they really didn't know.
Why didn't you come out to your parents?
I was scared at what they would think, because we're very religious and that kind of stuff isn't tolerated.
So, from recent conversations with you, you told me that you felt the need to end your life and you wanted to commit suicide. Recently, about 2 weeks ago, I know that you did actually attempt to commit suicide. So why do you feel that you had to end your life?
I just couldn't handle it anymore. I couldn't handle being pushed around, not having anyone to talk to, or just feeling alone. And I knew eventually it was gonna come out to my parents, and I knew they wouldn't like it. So I just thought it would be better if I wasn't around anymore, so they wouldn't be disappointed in me.
Do you have any advice for others who are getting bullied?
I think it's good if you talk to someone and just ask them for their advice. Let your parents in on things, because they could be supportive in what you're telling them. And you're not alone. Even if you think you are, you're not. You still have your family that's always going to be behind you. Even if your friends bail on you, then they're really not your real friends. So and don't try and hurt yourself or anything, because that won't make anything better. You'll just make yourself feel sicker, and doing stupid stuff is not good.
So, my question to you is, do you think implementing an LGBT curriculum into schools would be beneficial?
Yeah, I think it would be beneficial to let other people know that there are no stereotypes against the gay people or whatever they think may happen with that. I think it's good to inform people about this type of stuff, and it would be good to stop bullying against things that they don't even know about.
Okay, Casey, well, it was a pleasure meeting you, and I appreciate you letting me interview you today.
Well, thank you for this opportunity.